Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come. Morning, y'all. Welcome to today's edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson. Hope everybody had a great trading day yesterday. Today is September the 12th, 2018. We are rounding out the week. It's officially what's known as Hump Day. And so today I'm going to go fairly quick today because there's a couple of things that have met entry that are kind of chopping around. So I don't want to spend too much time. I'm actually running a bit behind this morning, so I'm getting this out a little later than usual. But a couple of things. So first of all, the ES, if you noticed, last couple of days I've been kind of sitting on the sidelines after our buy at this area here. We had a really strong rally yesterday. Started the day kind of down, but then popped up in the early morning trading, and then kind of meandered for the rest of the day. Still have a breakout long above this area here, but our breakout was primarily in the NQ. And we did get that little breakout entry in the NQ. So those of you guys that took it, it wound up moving up about 40 points at its peak, came to its first profit target up here. So hopefully you were able to catch that NQ for a little bit of a profit run. At this point now, you should have definitely taken your profits off the table as it did hit that first target, or at least moved your stop to a point where you're taking a little bit off, because I think eventually we've got a chance to get up to this region here, but we could pull back before we do. And if we do, I would look at this area down here as a potential buying opportunity. Looking at crude oil. So crude, we've come into our reversal point up here. We're not getting as good of a move out of it as I would have expected. So just manage your stop tightly on this kind of thing, as we are not getting a huge move out of it because of, we've got this little area here that we came right down to. This was our opposing fair price value area when you got in the trade. And that actually has stopped us from going down. Now we have to get through any of the orders that existed here before we can go any lower. And so if you got on that short, just manage your stop tightly, manage it based upon your own risk tolerances and how you want to manage it. Gold. Gold is still, kind of in that sideways. I talked yesterday about the once bitten, twice shy, which is why I was really afraid of this breakdown, of this potential breakdown area here, and that's exactly what happened. Is it just kind of broke down and it didn't follow through. So I've been really reluctant to go into anything with gold the last couple of days, frankly, because I had a couple of burnouts. But those burnouts occur when you're trying to take breakouts in these sideways price markets. So I'm just holding off on any of those breakouts. So nothing really to add on that. In the bond arena, so looking here at our bonds, now we had a really nice breakdown from this level here in the bonds. I want to see, there may be an opportunity to get short on a rally back up to this region here. So just keep this area in mind for later today. In the Aussie, speaking of once bitten, twice shy, this one did, I'm okay taking a little bit of a hit in this one as it broke down, gave me the entry, and then popped right back up. Now, technically, you may not have had your stop out because if you take your stop above the last pivot, then technically this is the last pivot above the breakdown. So technically, you still may be in the trade. My guess is most of us placed our stop just above this area here, because this was a little bit of basing before that nice breakdown. And so probably, if you did, you got a little stop out on that, which is, once again, that's okay, especially after the last 3 Aussie breakouts worked out really, really well. So it's just kind of, you're going to get the ones that fail. Now, you may not have gotten in it at all. I still think this level could work for a breakdown. You might take another bite at it again simply because we touched it and didn't go anywhere. You might want to wait for a more definitive breakdown, but you can certainly try that one again. In the euro, nothing to add based on what we had in the charts from yesterday. Still have our area of selling opportunity above and buying down below. Canadian dollar, I really like this area, and that goes to show me we blew right through it. Level just did not hold. The good thing about a level like this not holding is that I'll take levels like this with these tiny little risk And if I only take a contract or two, like I'm not opposed to adding to positions when they start moving my way. So, you know, this is an example of one that, you know, if you have one or two contracts to get short and then maybe you add to it as it starts to go down, that's okay. In this case, I did not. I just got stopped out, and that's all right too. You're going to get stopped out in those positions. So all in all, not an amazingly good day with the trades that we had in play. You know, we got the nice move on the Nasdaq. But as far as the Canadian dollar and the Aussie, kind of gave us a little bit of a burn. The Great British Pound, our setup is in here. We still did not come anywhere near that. Nat Gas, I talked yesterday about moving our stop at least to break even to lock in some profits. So hopefully you did follow that little bit of warning so that you didn't lose anything as it popped back up. This is kind of what I see happening in crude. I don't love the way it's bouncing around out of that area. And then the Japanese yen, nothing major that I want to add as well. I got a level way down here, but that level was formed. Oh, geez, I got to go back I got to go way back. That level that I'm looking at was formed way back here, so it's got quite a ways to go, you know, to look back to find the origin. So what do I see today? Well, you know, we just could have another chop day, right? It could be another one of those days where we have minimal movement. In light of some sort of a gigantic news announcement that's going to cause this thing to move. So just follow your rules. If you've got your stop in the Nasdaq, go ahead and move that up, lock in some of those profits. We may get a little bit of a bounce coming that allows us to continue to run, but just protect your profits. And in crude oil, that one's not really moving the way we would expect it to move. So once again, just lock in what you have. Until tomorrow, everybody, I hope you have a great trading day, and I will see you soon.